Welcome to Moon in Libra. I'm going to show you today how to draw a Metatron's cube, and this method is slightly different to the videos that I managed myself to find online. I found that all of the videos, most of the videos, teach you to draw the symbol of the flower of life, which is all the interlocking circles. And from that you link up the 13 circles that that make up the Metatron's cube, and you do it that way, and then you have to erase all of the other circles. And I just found it really faffy, and I didn't like that method. I got very frustrated. So I spent some time and I worked out a different way of doing it, and this is my way of doing it, which I find personally to be much simpler. So what you need to do this is a ruler, a pencil obviously, a protractor and a compass. So to start off with, if you find the centre of the paper, so this paper is 21 centimetres across, so I'm going to mark that 10.5 at the bottom, 10.5 at the top. And then join that up so you make a central line. Okay, and then I'm going to mark a central point, and then from the central point I'm going to measure 4 centimetres and mark it, and 8 centimetres and mark it, and then the same going up. So every 4 centimetres make your mark. So the next thing to do is to work out, what we need to do is to do a cross going through the central mark there. So it needs to be at 60-degree angles. So you just mark with the protractor 60 degrees and then 120 degrees, and then do the same on the other side, 60 degrees and 120 degrees. Okay, and now join up these marks here. And then again, from the central point on each of the lines, you mark 4 centimetres and 8. Okay, so now these marks that you've made on the lines are going to be the centre point of each circle. So you've marked off 13 points, 2 on each line, and then the central point. So these marks are the centre of every circle that you draw. So if you set your compass now, set the radius now to 2 centimetres. And then draw 13 circles using the marks that you've done as the central point to each circle. Okay, you do that for each circle. Right, so when you've done all of the 13 circles, you should have something that looks like this. And the way that you can tell that it's accurate is if you look at the edges of the circles, they're touching, but there's no gaps and there's no overlapping. So once you've got to that point, you've got the accurate outline for your Metatron's cube. So once you've got all the 13 circles, the next step, hang on, I'm just going to finish off this circle, it's got a bit of a gap in it. Okay, so the next step is to do the straight lines, and the trick is for each centre of the outside circles there needs to be a line joining up the centre of all the other circles basically. So from the first circle at the bottom here, we're going to join the centre of this circle to this circle next to it here. And then we're going to go to the next circle up, which is this one. So the central one, the inner circle next to it. And then we're going to go to this one. So if you join up the centres of the outer circles, it should go straight through the centre of the inner circles. So then the next circle is this one. We're going to join that up there. Okay, all of the circles in the middle row are already joined. So we're going to go to this one here. Okay, and then we're going to go to this one, but extend it out to this one because it goes through the central circle of both anyway. And then we join this one. So from this circle now, we've got 7 lines going out. One central one going up, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on each side. So now you just have to make sure that every one of the outer circles have the same 7 lines coming out from the central point. So we're going to go across to this circle here, and while we're joining up this circle with that one, we're also going through the central part of that circle there. And then we join this one. All of the central ones are already there. So we're going to go to this one. We're going to the outer circle here, which automatically goes through the inner circle there. And then the outer circle next to it. And then you just do the same for all of the circles. So this one's already got 2 lines coming out of it. So that's going to the inner circle there and the outer circle there. So we have to go to that inner circle there. So there's the 3 lines that side. The central circle's already there. So we'll go to the inner circle there. And then to the outer circle, which brings us through the 2. And then you just literally do that all the way around. Join into the inner circle there. The inner circle there. And then the outer circle. and that's already there. Okay. And then this one needs to be joined to the inner circle there. And the inner circle there. So now when you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines coming out from each central circle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So once you've done that and all of the outer circles have 7 lines extending from the central point of them, what you then need to do is move into the inner circles. And these circles, because they've got a line going across from the centre, they're going to have an extra line. So whereas the outer lines have 7, whereas the outer circles have 7 lines extending from them, the inner circles will have 9 because they've got this extra line. So from the central point, there are 9 lines extending out. So if I move that forward, you can see there's the central line there and the lines that go to the left and to the right. And then there's 3 other lines, 1, 2 and 3. So each inner circle needs to have 9 lines extending from it, making sure that the centre of each circle is connected to the centre of all of the other circles. And when you've done that, you will be able to see on the inside the outline of a cube. And you can also see the cube on the outside. I'm just going to show you this. This is a drawing that I did this morning where I wanted to draw a picture of a cube. So I drew the Metatron's cube and then I outlined in a different colour the outline of the cube in this. And this design, this shape, has each of the platonic solids shapes within it. So I'm going to do a video on each of the platonic shapes and show you the lines that you can outline, like I've done with the cube, for each of the platonic solids and the Merkaba as well. So I'm going to do a little series of videos on the sacred geometry within the Metatron's cube. So this is the first video and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, if you managed to do it by following my video, I would really love to see your Metatron cubes, and let me know how you found this little tutorial. Okay, thank you for watching. Take care. Please like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.